What'd you learn about your team in Tennessee?
You know, I'm nervous to say that the last couple of weeks, I think my team has really made some progress. Tennessee, I thought we played very well. They are a very good, very well coached, very big, very good shooting team, and yet we held our own and did the things that we think we have to do. Rebounded pretty well, which is going to be very critical for us. Still, the thing that hurt us was turnovers. Hurt us a little bit, and a couple missed cutouts on free throws. So those things, some of those are correctable, but that and the last couple practices before we went there and after, including today's, I think we're making some progress. Pierre's best day was today. Getting a little progress.
Commonly, as the season grows closer, the practices get better or sometimes worse?
Well, you hope they get better, but I don't know. That's a good question. Sometimes, especially this time of year where now you got 4 weeks in and you don't have a game right around the corner. I mean, we have an exhibition game, but these are usually the dog days, and I've been pleasantly surprised that these guys have, especially Hauser and Hall and Walker, have been really, really, really solid. And we get a couple other guys, and if we can get Jaden back, he's starting, as you saw, to do a little bit of work now. Practice will, as he does more each day, but he won't play until he can practice 4 or 5 days in a row. There'll be no taking any chances on him.
Do you approach Northern Arizona any differently because of the Murderers Row Big Three coming up after that or not?
Big Three, Big Seven. You know how to count?
I meant the first three in particular.
There you go. What I was really happy is that we played a big time team in the scrimmage. We'll approach this game as there's a couple things we want to try to do defensively and offensively. We might put them in. It's not be no secrets. Everybody's going to have game after game of film on us, especially when we're playing, who we're playing, where we're playing. So, yeah, we're going to try to do some things. It's not like we're going to try to play a lot of different people because we don't have as many. We get Jaden back. I mean, one guy makes a difference in your rotation right now. So I think in general, if we're going to approach the 2 games in serious matter because we know what we got coming up.
Do you think there's a chance he'll be back within the first 3?
Do I think there's a chance he'll be back?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a chance. He goes in, this is finishing up week 7, I think, okay. Saturday.
Okay.
And I do think that he wants to get back. My trainer, doctor who did surgery on him, and Jaden and his dad and myself are going to sit down because, like Cleves, I lost the right stake because I didn't play him. That'll haunt me the rest of my life, I think. But at the same time, I'm glad I didn't because we went on to win it. So we're not going to take any chances with Jaden. Do I think he has a chance to play? Yeah. The problem is those games come so fast and furious. We're going to have to figure out just how he is. And he'll be in good shape. That's the one thing that's been good about him. He's worked his tail off so far, even not being able to do anything. He's worked his butt off. So I think we'll be in good shape in that respect.
From your standpoint, not just you, but the coaching staff, you got the changes on the staff. How did you use the scrimmage down there to kind of work some things out with that, and how you use the next 2 years? Particularly with substitution patterns.
Yeah, substitution patterns, I guess. Me and DJ don't have to talk as much because there's not as many people to sub in there, especially in an exhibition game or a game where maybe you normally would play 12 or 13 guys. We didn't do that, and then at the end we played our guys that didn't play and their guys that didn't play. We actually played pretty well, but
was that like extra added on after the
game? After the game we took a 10-minute stretch. We were going to do situations, and I kind of thought it'd be better to play a couple of those guys, give some of our freshmen playing, which we did. I mean, they played a little bit during the game. I think Jackson played about 10 minutes, and Pierre played 20-some minutes. But other than that, we were only 7 or 8 deep then. Trey played a little bit, so we got those guys some time, which helped. And I've been pleased with all three freshmen. Our bigs, to me, have made significant progress. Marty's made the most, but those other two guys are progressing slowly but surely.
What are you seeing from Marty that kind of warrants a little, separation? Obviously, he's 4 seasons been around the program, but I'm wondering what you're seeing.
Well, he's starting to play off 2 feet. He's not off balance. He's not rebounding the ball with one leg up in the air. His hands have been better. He's starting to roll better. He's the best at stepping up on ball screens, and that he's by far the best, and he's done a good job. Although Carson has done a pretty good job on that too. So I just think he's running the court. He's in the best shape he's been in. He's improved in every category, and hopefully now he'll continue, because he didn't get the ball as much. That was one thing we were disappointed with down there. We didn't get him the ball. We shot very well from the 3. Shot 72 or 3% from the free throw line, but we missed some critical free throws, and we didn't get the ball into him enough. We were in the bonus, I think, 11 or 12 minutes left to go in the game, and I didn't think we took advantage of it. So good coaching point against us, and a good player coaching point that we didn't do the job.
Suck forward. Nice in rhythm 3, at least one of them. Does he have a green light from out there?
It's the flashing yellow. He can shoot a 3, but I got enough guys that can shoot it. Where he's really effective is with the Zach Randolph post stuff. He's really hard to guard down there. But if he's got a ready shoot 3, yeah, I feel comfortable.
Is it in the same Marcus Bingham realm of?
No, because I don't think he'll hunt them or Larky hunted them, and I think that his rule is going to be an inside-out 3 for a while, and he'll grow on that. But he's so effective in the post. Marcus could have been, but he is, and that's the difference.
We talked a few times about Hauser's improved health. Are you so optimistic that we see a player we don't even recognize when he's going?
Well, to be honest with you, I've seen a player I didn't recognize. I recognized him from his redshirt year. I recognized him from what I thought I was recruiting. But let's face it, his last 2 years, he just hasn't been as comfortable, and he has played really well. And if he plays really well and Hall plays really well, Hall got to the free throw line like 13 times. He hadn't been there 13 times in 2 seasons, so that was encouraging. And I think those two guys together, they wanted to play together more last year. There's a little chemistry there, and that's been good. But yeah, Hauser has been a better player defensively, not just offensively.
You have to figure out, in terms of 3-4 with them and 4-5, when to use them in those 2 different spots.
Yeah, we did a little bit down there. Call it small ball or whatever. But with Jaden out, we don't have as much flexibility to do that. And I think Pierre too. We're talking about playing Pierre a little bit at the 4, so we can go small ball that way.
Done that a little in practice.
A little bit in practice, yep. And so it'll be interesting. I think at times we could put a real shooting team in there. If we put Tyson at the point and Jaden and Pierre in the wings and Joey and Malik, that would be a heck of a shooting team. Still got to guard somebody.
Yeah, I'm wondering that dynamic for you. That's never been the hallmark of you, is building a team on shooting.
So
over
when you
other
talk
things.
to our guys, tell them he's going to change as long as you guys guard somebody.
Yeah.
Shooters can guard. That'll be a good deal.
That's really the litmus test, so they can do enough on the defensive end.
And I don't expect them to be, tum-tum. I just expect them to be able to survive defensively. And first half down there, we played very well defensively. The second half, we didn't play as well. I think we got fatigued and tired, and they had some depth, and they were good.
Small ball, that's a baseball out there. That's good.
Yeah. I'm thinking of money ball, small ball. Oh, we got money ball now, too. We got everything.
So you talked to the football team. What was the message to those guys before Saturday?
Secret. No, you know what? It's a thrill for me to be able to. Mel invited me over, and it's a thrill. This is going to be my, I think, 40th Michigan State football game. It's hard to believe, and I bet you of those 40, I've seen everyone at home, and I've seen probably 75% of them down there, 70 for sure. So I've seen a lot of them, and enjoyed some unique ones, and I just talked to the team about, it's one of those games that you remember for a lifetime, and it's so cool. I know we're heavily underdog, but as I did my research, my speaking engagement, we've been underdog every year. Their current coach has been there every year. So that's the norm for us.
Do they pick on you in the big house like they do at Chrysler?
Yeah, when I'm walking around there, that's why it's nice to be on the field some, because if I'm in the stands, I get really picked on. But realistically, even in Chrysler, other than the angry midget, they've done everything good with me. They've been pretty cool with me. I enjoy them. I enjoy more when we win, both us and our football team. But I'm anxious, I really am, and it's kind of the right week. Our soccer team wins their first Big Ten championship. Underdogs have been good so far this year, and I think they open this weekend, don't they, with the tournament at our place?
Sunday.
Pretty cool. When you think about it, it's pretty cool what we're starting to do, and hopefully we can do our end of it. All right, guys.
Thanks,
the players. You're
Hey, Tom,
welcome.
as far as I was going to add one more, with Hogard and Tyson playing together more this year, how's that starting to look? That seems like a natural combination there.
Well, it is a natural, and yet I don't know what's going to happen when Jaden comes back. Tyson's going to play a lot. What position? I don't know. It could be the 2, it could be the 1, and and it depends how he handles it. He's right now, him and Joey are probably the 2 best conditioned guys I got. Maybe Malik's right in there with him. And so that'll make a difference too, on who does what. But those 2 guys have played well together. They played well together at the end of last year. But Tyson has played well with just about everybody. He's made shots, he's made passes, and he can guard. So he's an illegal guy because he can score it and defend it.
How was your defense during the exhibition?
It was really good the first half, and kind of suspect the second half, I thought. And one of the reasons is they hit 2 threes off of missed free throws, and that is like a mortal sin to me. So we'll be working on that a lot.
So are you a 2-3 guy or a 3-2 guy?
Well, as you guys know, I work on the 2-3 and the 3-2, and probably with gambling legal now, you guys should bet how often I'll use it. But it probably and could be a little more than last year or last couple of years. I have gone back and watched some Cleves film and saw it. And if we go right now, we play a little 3-2, and might see some of that in the exhibition game, so we can just see how it looks. And but a lot of times our man is a half zone because we're sagging, we're doing some things. So hopefully we'll see. But I always say I'm going to play some. I really do have good intentions, and I don't know. I talk to so many coaches that are in the same boat. Who plays much of it?
So is part of it just getting it introduced to the players in case you need to go to it later in the season?
We did a little earlier, and we said we're going to do it in the next couple of games, and maybe use it a little bit in the game to come and see, and have it there in case we get in foul trouble. And what we do, we'll look at Malik at the top, we'll look at a small guy at the top, we'll look at some different things with him.
Malik at the top, kind of Quentin Brooks style?
Yeah.
Adaptability.
Yeah.
I think people give you kind of a bad rap to say you're too rigid, but you would have personnel issues when you need to.
Yeah, you can't imagine what I get nailed for. We slow it up too much. We try to run as much as anybody. It's as I said, when you've been on top for a while, everybody's shooting at you. I welcome it now. I feel the most comfortable I've felt in 5 years. In a hell of a 5 years. And in that 5 years now, we won some championships, went to a Final Four, but I think I feel as good as I felt just with relaxing and not worrying about what anybody thinks but me.